Welcome to the Cashflow to Go show with your host Matt.
Jeff.
And so we're just chilling here at there we go. And so you guys know we normally don't do business cards, but the reason we're kind of goofing around with business cards right now is we're at the ACRE event at REIN, and so we're actually just sitting in the hotel lobby, so it might be a little bit loud, but we thought it'd be kind of cool just to come at you guys live from the lobby. So
Yeah, our view is not facing the CN Tower, so
so this is like way north. This is in Brampton, so still nice location though. Hotel's right, and the convention center's right there,
yeah,
so that's
walk
convenient.
right over. We're there. So it's tonight, 7 o'clock, 6:37. So I don't know how long we're gonna go on the Cashflow Go show. So fire your questions to us, but 7 to 10 tonight, and then all day tomorrow and all day Sunday. So
Hey Lee. And so so this is going to be my first ACRE event. This is actually my first REIN event even, so I'm really excited. Jeff's been talking about it for quite a while. I know he's got lots of value from it in the past, so I think you actually kind of missed last year's, but you were there a year before. So I think Jeff's been to about 4 events. He mentioned that this fantastic, and hence the business cards. But in addition to just these run-of-the-mill business cards, we actually got another one too. And so this is a little bit of a teaser, guys. But if you want to learn more, you can hit up that email address right there. But so we got some big announcements for London, Ontario. We're really excited. We just locked down the London Convention Centre, and we're going to be doing a 2-day conference in London, Ontario. So definitely go to orec2018.com. Hit up info at if you want to get on the pre-mailing list. We're going to give you guys, our viewers, our true blue supporters, an opportunity to get in and get those tickets early and a lot cheaper than the retail price. So we're really excited to be bringing that to you. Otherwise, I'm just kind of pumped to be here and networking. It's
well, and you're already hearing in the lobby, like that guy's talking about just waived his conditions. And like we haven't talked to him yet. It's such a difference coming to this event compared to the Real Estate Wealth Expo and the one downtown Toronto. That one's all Pitbull. This year it's Stallone.
Yeah, that one's a lot of flash.
Yeah, here it's
a lot
actually
of sizzle, no steak.
Actually, people doing a lot of deals. People flew in from Vancouver right now. People coming in from Ottawa. We've met already. So, well, I don't know what this weekend's going to be like, but I think it's going to be full of networking, obviously.
Yeah, and so one of the tips that Jeff shared with me was a great way to stand out, and it sounds like other REIN members have already done this in the past, but what they do is they'll take a local sports team, Go Sports, and they'll wear that sports jersey as an identifier so that people know that that's kind of the city, that's the market you're working in. And that way, it kind of allows them to pre-sort or pre-vet, and they can just go up to you immediately and find out what your story is, what your city is. So you guys know me. I got the London Knights jersey and just put on my back London, just so that there's no chance for miscommunication. And we'll see what that gets.
Yeah, because like other people would wear like. There's going to be Mr. Hamilton here. He'll be wearing the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And all that does is draw all these investors over to you and being like, oh, are you the London expert? It's that easy.
Yes, I am.
So, right? So I have these amazing cards.
But again, I think it is nice to be able to give people something. And so the reason we actually got a bunch of these cards made up as well, Jeff mentioned that there's not a lot of opportunities to get food at this event. So what we're going to do is we bought a bunch of granola bars.
Yep.
We'll bring granola bars to our tables, sprinkle in our cards amongst the granola bars. I bought like a foam shield. I forgot to bring it down, but it just says London Knights on it again. Trying to make our branding very obvious, very concise, and hard to miss.
Just brings people to our table. It'll be a conference room, a lot of tables. I'm sure if you watch us on Instagram, you're going to be seeing the whole event pretty much. So
and one of the things that's neat, Jeff had kind of mentioned, it's round tables instead of like the Wealth Expo where it's just like row upon row upon row of chairs.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't allow you to do anything but consume the content, whereas the round tables kind of give you a much better opportunity to actually meet other people and network.
You have a binder, you have pen and paper, you go over how to buy a property, unlike the Wealth Expo taught you.
Yeah.
Don't remember them ever covering that. So.
But we did get a jump up and down a bunch at the Wealth Expo, exactly. So there was that. So appreciate you guys filtering in there. I can see we got a lot more viewers than likes, so I'd love it if you guys could smash that like button for me. And Jeff, come on. And otherwise, we'd love to hear what opportunities, what areas are you finding the best opportunities to network in regards to your real estate business, in regards to particularly finding private deals. So I know we brought along a giant list of private deals from London, Ontario. We're excited to kind of show around because I think a lot of these people are going to be unfamiliar with the sort of cash flows and cap rates we can get in London, Ontario.
It was yesterday. We're just doing all our planning because, like, trying to get through Thursday. We knew we were leaving today to go to Toronto, and
I'm just going to see what's going on.
Sure,
In the comments.
and basically, I was saying to Matt, oh, yeah, we should do like a deal sheet, and I started typing like one, deal 2. All of a sudden, I'm like, all private deals on one page, about 15 maybe, and we still have more. I could just keep going all day. So that's how I'll probably tease some of the people here, being like, hey, you better stay in touch with us. Obviously, they were on the Weibo limo tour, all private deals. I'm just continuing on, right? So.
And so if any of you guys are actually coming out to REIN this weekend, we're staying at the Hilton, so it's like right beside it. And tomorrow night, Saturday night, we're going to be doing a meetup at the bar, and that's going to be at like...
probably after the networking event at the convention center. We'll be back here for like 7:30, but Mitt might be sitting here right at 7.
So so definitely make sure you guys drop by, say hi. We'd love to chat with you guys. I know there's been a few people sliding into my DMs lately wanting to learn more about wholesaling real estate, and so I'd love to chat to you guys more about that. I know a few of you are hoping to get mentored, so maybe we can meet up in person. It's a lot easier to get a feeling for kind of how hard you guys are actually going to hustle in real life versus just what I see in my Instagram DMs. So really looking forward to it. So you guys definitely should make the effort. If you're in the GTA and you're not going to be coming to the REIN event, I think you should still just consider hopping over and saying hi to us.
Cashflow to go meeting tomorrow. So
and if you're not part of the Cashflow Go meetup group for the GTA, jump over there. Our buddy Mitt will let you into the group, and great group of people. And this will actually be our second meetup in Toronto. So first one was fantastic, very heavily CPA oriented. So if you guys got tax questions, again, might be a great opportunity to come out to the meetup and see what we're up to. Otherwise, just kind of quickly going through. So I see so Steve the plumber is saying that real estate's overpriced. Prices will always go up, never down. He's obviously being a little bit tongue-in-cheek here. So you bring up the new Aussie Rules, Steve, and I completely understand what you're saying. But that being said, so far we haven't really seen a lot of things going on. I understand that with the interest rates continuing to increase, that's going to put pressure on prices. That being said, again, we actually haven't seen it impacting our market in London, Ontario. Now, London is a little bit different than maybe other markets like the GTA or Vancouver area, simply because up until a year or two ago, we essentially had almost no appreciation. So we kind of sat still. We were treading water for, ever since I was in real estate, from 2010 until like 2015. I never counted on appreciation, never got it.
Come to these REIN events and they started talking about the A word, and I was like, what?
We're much more familiar with cash flow, and that's what we mainly try and invest in. And I think that that's the best approach, in my opinion. We'd like to approach appreciation just kind of as the icing on top or the cherry on top, rather than having that be our bread and butter way to make money in real estate investing. If you guys have been following along with my channel for a while, you know I'm all about the BRRRR investing strategy. And so the way that works is you buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. And even once you're done refinancing it at a higher price, we're still aiming to refinance it within the 1% rule, which means we're still going to have a strong cash flowing property. And realistically, most of my properties, regardless of what goes on in the market, unless, say, rents were to drop by greater than 30 or 35, 40%, I'd still be able to weather whatever sort of storm was going on. So that's kind of my sleep at night factor. Now, I understand why other people may feel that the real estate market is starting to get pretty overheated here in Canada and Ontario in particular. Different strokes for different folks. So we're not saying that you guys have to get into real estate investing. It's just the main way we've focused on building our passive income and our cash flows. So I don't know. Do you want to maybe share a couple stories about your first couple times at REIN, or anything?
It's totally going to feel different today because of a little bit more of a authority we may be now. I was there just as like a junior. I owned one property and I was there. There's a lot of like heavy hitters here, so I usually would feel intimidated. Today shouldn't be too bad, and this weekend. So you're gonna meet like top accountants. There's gonna be people that are like brand new here as well, but then there's gonna be a lot of people with a lot of property, and just even like riding the elevator, guys are like talking about they just closed on a 6-plex and a 4-plex, and they're looking for more here and there. So it's really gonna be a really interesting weekend to like, learn that. What I always liked about these meetings is the hall, just like walking up and down the hall and like meeting more people in the hall, not necessarily in where they talk. And I actually did like all their breakout sessions. They had breakout sessions about tax questions. We'll see what they have this weekend. Like it could be like student rental, like specific. It could be, and they'll have like an expert sitting there, right? And they also have like mastermind panels. You can just walk up to them and ask anything. And then people that are like, potentially we could be sitting there, but we don't work for REIN, but you can ask them anything and they'll have the answer, or they'll know where to get it, right? So
yeah, and so I saw there's a question just asking about whether I'd ever try and burr a property in Toronto in the GTA. In theory, I have nothing against it. The problem is it's going to be really hard to get that property to self-service the debt, in my opinion, based on my understanding. Getting the 1% rule seems like a great feat in Toronto. I think that from what I've been seeing, like in the downtown market, like people are going after like 2 and 3 cap rates, which just doesn't cash flow. So that doesn't really fit my model of investing. It may fit other people's models. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I can see Steve's been jumping in the comments a bunch. I'm actually kind of curious, Steve. You seem very emotional about your response to real estate. We try and approach it in a very rational, logical manner. Try and not be emotional about real estate in any way, simply because at the end of the day, it's just one means of investing. I'm invested. I have my TVSA maxed out. I also have RSPs, mainly in small cap Canadian companies. And again, I'm sure that you have opinions on that. But I think the key is if you find yourself having a visceral or an emotional reaction to any sort of investment strategy, I think that that's a sign that you're not approaching it in a rational, logical manner. I think you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, if you want to talk about kind of the logic behind how cap rates are moving towards unsustainable levels in certain markets, completely understand that perspective. Just kind of want to share my opinion with you guys. So yeah, anyways, we definitely are really excited about OREC. We're going to be having a lot of the people in the network, a lot of the London on Fire people. Matt and Cassidy from Windsor are going to be coming up to it. They're going to be talking about the Windsor market. Dan DeVoe from Sarnia is going to come and talk to us about Sarnia. We're going to be having John Kepler come down from Owen Sound. He'll be talking to us about Owen Sound. We got Matt Pichet, the fruitful investor, coming from Kitchener-Waterloo, and Sean Allen from Woodstock is going to be showing us how to flip properties. So I think we're going to have a pretty stacked
Anyone
deck.
from the USA?
Oh yeah, we do have one special guest. You may have seen him before on both of our channels. Graham Stephan's going to be coming all the way from LA to be one of our guest speakers. And we're hoping Graham can dive into kind of his experiences both being a luxury real estate agent as well as discussing just kind of his approach to social media, because of all the guys we know doing social media, he is crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. If you guys aren't familiar with Graham Stephan, you definitely need to jump over and check out his channel. He's one of the reasons that we're still doing this. He's been so supportive and we really appreciate him. And it's just awesome, kind of the whole community we've had develop. And yeah, everyone's just, I'm pumped. I'm excited to see what REIN's going to bring as well.
We're going to get a lot of ideas this weekend, probably implement our way of doing it back in London.
Yeah,
right?
You guys know I'm constantly talking about if someone's doing it better than me, tell me. I want to know who's doing it better than me so that we can steal their trade secrets, so we can start imitating or mimicking them, because at the end of the day, it's all about the implementation. Ideas are the easy part, as Gary V's always saying. So.
And we had a successful limo tour on
yeah,
the weekend.
I completely forgot. And
last weekend.
All private deals on the limo tour.
All private deals. And then we had Lyric this week where you spoke at.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that
we'll talk about that. But like, anyways, people are coming up to me at Lyric being like, how'd you get all the private deals for the tour? And I'm like, exhausted to like figure it out. But and Matt spoke at Lyric. There was about 20 people there, and Matt gave a speech about how he's retired at 32.
How I quit the rat race at 31, mainly through real estate investing. Again, I originally started out, and I'll be putting that video up eventually, but right now, if you want to see your raw, unedited version, jump over to Jeff Weibel's channel.
Well,
that was a tease. So
you could have
hopefully
already seen it.
Yeah. If you're on his notification squad, you have already seen it. But yeah, I just kind of discussed how I went from being a a accountant, a CPA at a public firm, moved to being a controller at a publicly traded pharmaceutical company, about how kind of my position eventually became unpalatable there through a series of acquisitions and mergers. I just stopped liking the corporate culture. And so thankfully, due to real estate and frugality, I built up a position of FU money, as they call it in the movie The Gambler. And honestly, there's something really powerful about being in control of your personal finances and just not having to eat shit all the time. And you guys know I did a video earlier on my channel, probably like 6 months ago, that talked about how I consider one of my superpowers eating shit. But at the end of the day, you can only do that so long. And so I haven't shared a lot of my quitting story when I retired. I use air quotes when I say retired because I think financial independence is a much better term, much better terminology, because as you guys know, me and Jeff are still grinding nonstop. That's why we're coming to you live right before we go. That's why we're coming to you live on YouTube for a channel that I lose money on, so that then we can go to an event to pitch.
To come down to the hotel, to go to more stuff.
But you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the grind, you gotta hustle, guys. And so I guess it was just really awesome being able to get up in front of a crowd. I'm very introverted in general. I've kind of started to come out of my shell because of my YouTube channel and because of you guys and all your support. And so I really do appreciate it. It really has made a huge difference in my personal development. I recommend, if you guys are considering getting into social media, that you just do it.
Tuesday, we did a crypto meetup.
Oh, man, we do a lot, guys. So we had our first public cryptocurrency meetup in London, Ontario. That was actually amazing. We had like 30, 40 maybe people come out.
Didn't even know who they were.
Wide range of people, all just found us through meetup.com, so that was amazing. And so you can hop over to both of our channels. I think we have little teasers showing just the cryptocurrency meetup. In 2 weeks from now, we have our private cryptocurrency meetup. So if you guys want to come out to that, taste some nice scotch, and talk about cryptocurrency with some people that really know their shit, slide into one of our DMs and we'll hook you up as a Cashflow Go viewer, because we appreciate you guys. And we appreciate the 14 of you that smashed that like button, even though there's 15 right now watching it. So anything else in the comments that you need to address? Okay.
Positive comments.
Cool. Well, I appreciate all the support, guys. Otherwise, I guess this is probably going to be a much briefer Cashflow Go than we've normally done in the past. So if you do have questions, get in there right now and ask them. Otherwise, I'd love to know, hit us up at this email address and let us know what have you disliked about the real estate conferences you've gone to? What have you found to be lacking at the real estate seminars you've gone to? Because we're hoping to do something completely different with OREC. Essentially what we're hoping to do is have one main stage, 3 breakout rooms, and each of those breakout rooms be structured and organized differently. So one's going to be round tables, one's going to be lecture oriented, and one's just going to be filled with modular furniture for much more of a casual networking, interactive approach. At least that's the way it works up here. I hope it'll work out in real life. So
seems to be working so far,
right? So. And actually at the cryptocurrency meetup, I got my very first cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to Jesse, who got me to download a Jax wallet and showed me how to go through all that, and then gave me 10 cents US in Ethereum. So please don't hack me for my cryptocurrency, guys.
How many of these REIN events do we plan to go to this year? That's a good question from Lee. This is only my first this year. I didn't even get to go last year. But we were kind of joking on the way here, like, hey, maybe we'll go to Calgary, maybe we'll go to Edmonton, maybe we'll go to, I think they do Ottawa, and then maybe, who knows? It just, as it comes, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're hoping to do a lot more traveling. I know that there's a lot of you from Montreal that watch this. So do we have a Cashflow Go Montreal yet?
No.
Okay. Jeff's going to do that today.
Regina in September. Is there a REIN event there?
I've never been to Regina. I'd be down for that.
Yeah. And then what's up with the ATM?
Oh, yeah. So good question. Business partner Mitt CPA, what's up with my ATM? It's supposed to be getting shipped here, or shipped to London, Ontario. I think it's still going to be another 2 to 3 weeks though. So fingers crossed that comes sooner than later. Because I am really excited to play around with it. But right now, still just in a holding pattern until they ship it here. But again, I don't think the cryptocurrency ATM is going to be a great way to make money. I think it's just going to be an interesting experiment. It's going to be a lot of fun to play around with. I think it'll be kind of cool to document for you guys here on YouTube. And yeah, what else was I going to say? One thing I've been thinking about doing on my YouTube channel that I haven't really talked to anyone about is I'm thinking about documenting, similar to how I document what I spend in a month. I've been thinking about documenting what I eat in a month, and that would really create some accountability for myself.
You should like do a collab with Hungarian for that, maybe.
Yes, yeah. Well, and one of my things was I was going to join a gym in March, so I think you go to the Good Life?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to join Good Life and get, the only times I've been to a gym, guys, are to count treadmills when I was an auditor. True story. True sad story, but...
all right, we got to film this.
Yeah, I'm not going to know
Guys,
what to do. I'm not going to wear the right clothes.
This is going to turn into a comedy channel.
Yeah. And it's going to seem like it's scripted, but it's not. But, yeah, so... Just curious if you guys noticed anything different about Jeff Weibel's business card compared to your average business card here. No phone number, no email address, just all social all the time.
Well, and like we only made them for this weekend, really.
Yeah,
So.
disposable business cards, right? Well, because odds are 99% of the people that are going to get these are going to put them in their pocket, take them home.
George Dubé just walked by.
Throw them into their... they probably got one drawer they throw it into, or like it. Every now and then I'll put on an old jacket and you reach into it and you're like,
this REIN event with. I said to you, what's your like cards strategy? And you're like, well, I got them in this one. What about when you get there? So you're like,
yeah.
Like sometimes you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, start passing out someone else's cards.
Yeah, seriously, like it's embarrassing.
But yeah, and again, even talking about the idea of networking, about creating a presence at these conferences, at these opportunities to network, literally us coming down to the lobby to shoot this YouTube video for you guys live, instead of shooting it in our room, it's an opportunity for other people to kind of overhear that we're from London, Ontario, that Jeff's a real estate agent, that I'm a real estate investor that quit my job. Again, it's all about just kind of planting the flag, letting people know who you are, what you're doing, why you're here.
Yep.
And I think far too often we get into our little bubbles, particularly if you're introverted like myself. And no one's going to help you if they don't know you want help. No one's going to be able to like hit you up about that awesome private deal or hit you up about private money unless they know you're looking for private money or unless they know you're wholesaling private real estate deals. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking.
No, I'm listening. No, it's good.
Yeah.
They're also saying, well, James is saying Regina is September 28th to 30. I've never been to Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I've only really driven through it.
That's where Regina is, right? Just driven through it? Usually you fly over it.
Yeah, no, when we drove out to Alberta,
I've been close. I've been to Suffield, which I think is like right on the Saskatchewan border. Alberta,
yeah.
and then over. There's one tree.
Yeah, there's a lot of wheat fields when I went. It was actually kind of
Kellen cool. Says it's on the way to Chatham. So.
Yeah. Everything's on the way to Chatham.
No, but I'm excited for what's gonna come up this weekend here. So
yeah, I'm really excited too.
With the private deal sheet, like, there's no way that they can't be like hungry for London, hungry for Windsor, hungry for whatever else we got, Kitchener's.
I'm excited to blow
Chatham.
people's minds with the Weibel limo tour too. I don't think enough people know what we're doing in London, so I think that's going to be really
I'm gonna walk
fun.
around my board all weekend.
Yeah, just nonstop.
That's why I needed a chain, right? Like,
yeah, just big
around.
gold chain. I'd love that.
So, if there's nothing else, guys, we'll probably just wrap her up this week. Let's see. Oh, James is from the UK, so he knows, like, do you ever sell a house in the UK, James? So they got that chain. It's not like how you buy a house here.
Oh yeah, like it's
You
like
have to, like, yeah, like you get to the lawyer's office and then that's the day, but somebody could buy it the day before for more money, and you're screwed.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Yep.
That's weird.
And like chains can get broken because like this guy has to sell and this guy has to sell and then like in order for this one to sell. But we need to bring on a Brett about that. You notice how like there's no like brokerages you ever heard of because they're all estate agents over there in England.
Yeah, that's true.
So They're not real estate agents.
Yeah.
They're estate agents.
True.
So like they have all the property. They have 10, 20 properties. You just come to Jeff. I only have these. But then you go to Matt if you're an estate agent and you have these, and that's it. And then you wouldn't come to me and be like, "Can we buy Matt's property?" No, they just go to Matt. So it's interesting. Different
That
model.
is. And
Whereas we just like broker all the deals all the time. They
actually,
don't.
just one thing I kind of forgot about too, just so you guys know,
Yeah, you're right, Jeff.
YouTube just sent out a new update, and so now actually the chats will get reposted.
I was gonna say something. So be careful what you write, guys.
Yeah, so this shit's going to stick around, where before you're used to seeing your comments disappear over time, whereas with this new YouTube Live feature, it's actually going to show the comments, which I think is going to be great, because that was honestly
We
probably
always
one of my
lost
biggest
them.
complaints.
We'd miss a question or something.
And like I know, like guys like Kellen and Dan Warren are amazing at jumping in the comments and helping out other people. Same with like our buddy Adam Steeper, who kind of works as our PA, really helps us out, and he's constantly in the comment section when he's running the show. It also runs a lot smoother when he's running it, but it always seemed like a real shame that we weren't getting to keep the content, and so we'd actually talked about ways that we could maybe try and capture that data, but finally YouTube stepping up, and yeah, good on you, YouTube.
Yeah. I doubt any of the previous video chats are saved, but probably
No.
just the future ones now.
But,
So.
yeah, at least we got that. So
If you're not subscribed to my channel, get over there. I
yeah,
need
we're
'em.
still trying to get him to 1,000 subs plus 4,000 hours of watch time.
So
Open up
everybody,
a browser.
open up a browser, put on one of my playlists, put it on mute, and go watch Netflix.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up now.
Yeah.
We probably got some networking to do. We got to do some eating. Really appreciate it, though, guys. And this entire weekend, I'm going to be documenting my experiences here at REIN's ACRE event. So I think I'm going to be trying to do a quick live video in the morning as well as at night, because I don't have any edited videos ready. So I'm going to be doing this shit live.
So notification squad, get on there.
Yeah.
Hit the bell.
Ring that bell. All right.
Okay.
Until next time, guys, I think that's as good as any time to say. Remember, making money is a team sport. There's more than enough money out there for us to all make it, but if you're not saving it, I mean, like, what's the point? Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.